Hello everyone. Thanks for joining my channel again. And today, as in last video, I spoke. I'm going to discuss how we can save a state file in the Backend.tf through Backend.tf. So firstly, I would like to share like why we need the requirement. So what happens like uh, in the like when we are in the corporate or actual like we are doing the developing any infrastructure and resources inside cloud. So on that time the customer and the company doesn't want that they should save their tf state file in the operating system, because that is very vulnerable, and if it get deleted, then it's hard to retrieve the actual infrastructure on the current basis. And that's why like always there is a preferable like we should make a backend OTF, and in that we save in our S3 bucket. So I just prerequisite few things. Just make the you must have the bucket name with you. So as like I already made a bucket, this bucket and this bucket is empty, you can see. And we have a task that when we are going to build our infrastructure inside terraform, I'm using same file, I mean .tf, like for the ec2 instance with user data. But like before that, if you remember, we once we apply terraform apply, then there is a terraform.tf state file comes here, and that stores in the operating system. But now with the help of backend.tf, I'm redirecting to the my bucket inside that. And that and also like in the region you can put like wherever you are, because it's the bucket is global. And the one more add-on before going to jumping into the actual demonstration for the to see like tf state file inside of our bucket. This dynamodb table, why I put it, so most of the companies they want state locking. So state locking, why we needed it, this that's needed like to like let's say like we the development team, they are using and making making the infrastructure, and they want that particular user to be you accomplish their state as they are using. So if they are in the dev team, so for dev they have their DynamoDB table. So it is just basically sync up with the bucket, and maintain our state file locking for our tf state file. But that is like optional as well, like if you know like your team is not that much big, so that's why we just keep it like a bucket. That bucket, and the bucket is also getting store all the our state file and do the versioning as well. So make sure the versioning should be enabled while making the bucket. So let's jump into the direct for the plan terraform plan command. So it will give us like a why we basically need the terraform plan. We what we are not going to do with all this configuration. So it's saying to add, so same thing like because nothing is changed, just like terraform apply auto approve. So it is getting generated for us, as you can see the that EC2 instance. And it gives us just couple of minutes, and then we will have the tf roasted file sitting in the bucket, and the so resource is up and running. And as I was giving you few things like asking about that particular tf state file, why we need state locking. Terraform is essential for maintaining the integrity and consistency of the terraform. when multiple user or process interact with it. So because as I told, like if there's different teams are there, so we don't want that TF state file should be corrupted, or like or we any changes is happening. So we want to maintain the state of the file. That's why we use dynamodb, and that's like a serverless option we have it. And also it gives a liberty, like there's no SQL database used in the dynamodb, so it's getting convenient for us to use it. And we configure S3 with dynamodb to ensure locking is enforced. So that's why like dynamodb table is very much preferable rather than any other. So let's go to our S3 bucket, and if we just refresh it, we must have the tf state file sitting there. So see, there wasn't any folder. This was created by terraform. As you see, the tf state file is there, and we can download this file, and we can go in the downloads and open with notepad. So similar kind of exposure you see, like when we have a tf state file, so it gives all the details, like for our source, like so it's private IP play, everything, like which we were getting. And but like now this time the S3, in S3 we are going to store rather than like on the our actual operating system, which is just it's not a good way to practice. So that's why we perform it. And now it's just directly retrieving through our S3 bucket, and versioning is enabled. So if let's say I'm destroying and recreating again, so the new TF state file will be there with the new version, and that is basically you can track on the old Terraform infrastructure state as well. So that's a convenient way always to go with. So that's all the this, I know, is small and short video, to show how to store tf state file. But still, like if you want to just sync up with dynamodb, you can just uncomment this and make a new dynamodb table. As the dynamodb table making is very easy, even though like if you want, you can just ask to chat gpt, they can give you instruction how you can make the dynamodb, because it's not that much cumbersome way, I would say. And you can play around, but like make sure like dynamodb is that doesn't come in free tire, and you have to pay for the table when you're getting. So this is the amazon dynamodb create table. So you're making the, put it the same name, I would say, which I put it here, terraform logs. So terraform logs. So partition key name, you're gonna put it. So this is for mm, uh, I would say backend key string. So it is option, default setting, everything is same. Just create, if you click create table, so the table will create it, and then you just need to enable that option here in there, and directly you will see your state file is getting stored there as well. But state is like retrieving, you can just see the path. So that state file having, no one can delete it until it is authorized to. So that's why we use it. So it's a very easy way to create it, and then just use it directly. Thank you guys.